It's been another fast moving week here in Vancouver and across Canada in terms of real estate. I have a lot to talk to you about today, including homes that have sold over 1 million in asking price in Vancouver. And I also have some interesting news to share with you regarding interest rates in Canada. They are about to rise. And so I want to let you know what exactly is going to happen. And also some interesting news about immigration policy in Canada. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe down below, hit that like button and notification bell to see following videos. So, before I get to the house prices of Vancouver, what they're selling for, I want to get into some important details, what's emerged over the past week here in Canada. The bond yields have started to rise, and according to Rob McLister from RateSpy, he says it in the past 9 days, it's the fastest increase in 5-year Bank of Canada bonds, which means this is going to have a direct effect on 5-year fixed rates in the future. And if you haven't talked to your mortgage advisor, I would highly suggest to get on the phone, call them ASAP, and lock in your pre approval, which will give you up to 120 days at that rate. We're at the very lowest in fixed rates ever in history in Canada. We're at 1.39% with CanWise Financial. And according to James Laird from CanWise, he's saying that we're expecting a little increase of zero point 0.1 to zero point 0.2 percentage points, which means it'll go from 1.39% to 1.54%, which means, for example, if you are buying a $500,000 house in Canada and you have a 10% down payment, it's going to mean an increase of $32 per month. My personal suggestion is to stay with the variable rate if you have a chance. If you're looking to renew a mortgage right now, Tim Macklin from the Bank of Canada has advised that Bank of Canada won't be increasing their prime rate for the next 2 years until the economy recovers. However, fixed rates do follow the bond yields, and they are following the inflationary measures happening down in the states, such as the $1.9 trillion package that Joe Biden has proposed, and it will be going through $1,400 to each resident. And the pandemic is supposed to recover faster than normal in the United States. They're already at $70 million, 70 million people vaccinated, including my friend down in Arizona. He's 32 years old. He already has his first vaccine. 15% of the United States population has already been vaccinated, compared to roughly 3.5% here in Canada, which is terrible. So there is a sense of higher optimism in the United States, and that's going to rebound the economy faster and increase inflation, and ultimately fixed interest rates are going to start rising up here in the next couple months. So it's not going to be a huge impact, very very small, $30 a month, $400 a year. But I think we are reaching the threshold of the base for fixed interest rates. And if you are looking to lock in and renew for peace of mind, I highly suggest getting that pre-approval or refinancing your mortgage and going from there. So that's my first bit of big news this week regarding fixed interest rates. We are seeing a shift towards higher rates in the future, and if you are looking to get a variable rate, I would go for that one. But other interesting news this week is that the immigration minister from Canada, Marco Mendicino, just stated that they are 40% ahead of schedule to get to their goal of reaching 400,000 new permanent residents here in Canada. They've already admitted 27,000 new permanent residents as of this January, which is 10% higher than previous January in 2020, pre-COVID. So it shows you there's a huge push for the Canadian government to increase permanent residence, and for all the people that are in Canada right now, that's what they're purposely trying to do. Is all the foreign students here and temporary workers, they're trying to expedite them into permanent residency to stimulate the economy, increase jobs, and there is a kind of a decrease in amount of people that can work on the farm even in Canada. So they couldn't bring people up from South America and Central America. So the people that are here, they're trying to make Canadian permanent residents so they don't have to go back and get pushed around in the borders due to all the frustrations with testing, etc. And also, it was a record for amount of express entry invitations. 27,000 were sent out to people across Canada this year, which was 5 times uh, higher than normal. So immigration is actually going through the roof right now in Canada. Um, very, very interesting news I want to share with you with regards to inbound flights actually coming to Vancouver International Airport. I've been doing some research on that recently, and very quietly back in October, Air India launched a 3 times weekly flight with a 777 plane, bringing people in from India to Vancouver, and that's 3 times a week on top of another flight from Air Canada that goes 3 times a week. And this is at the same time that we're being told not to go to Mexico and Hawaii and the United States, but they start increasing the capacity for flights to India. So it really shows their motive to start bringing all these people for immigration into Canada and stimulate the economy, but they don't want us to go travel. They want to keep everyone here, which is kind of, I don't know if that's fair. And also, there's another flight starting in June called Turkish Airlines, which will be happening 3 or 4 times a week. So that will be stimulating people coming here from Turkey, Iran, Middle East. So that will also add to the fire for the real estate market in Toronto, Vancouver. Um, More people coming to Canada, it'll just increase the prices until the interest rates start to creep up enough that it'll kind of stabilize. But in the foreseeable future, at least until May, June, until we see a drastic increase in fixed interest rates, I don't see an effect on house prices in the short term. However, hopefully, I'm hoping by the summertime that it will have an effect and we will start to see inflation a little higher. And so then the rates will start to creep up again, and that will kind of temper the whole market craze going on across Canada, specifically here in Vancouver and Toronto. So yeah, as I was saying, Biden has come out with that $1.9 trillion package, which is affecting interest rates across Canada, and it's really putting a push on people to get into the housing market because people see inflation rising, so rates will rise, and we don't want that, or buyers buyers don't want that. So sellers are not happy about it either. But anyways, I just want to help you all figure out when is a good time to buy a house and sell a house. Right now is absolutely the best time if you're looking to sell your property. Um, it will be a little trickier, I'm thinking, by June, July when inventory increases. But in the short term, your house is going to sell within 1 week if you properly list it. But as before Christmas, some homes were actually having trouble selling within a couple months. But once they've relisted this past 6 weeks, they've been selling like hotcakes across the Lower Mainland, from Vancouver to White Rock to Chilliwack. And so my last most exciting part of this episode is talking about local Vancouver house prices and what I've seen happening recently. Let's talk about the most important sale that happened possibly of the year, but it is a benchmark for the luxury market in Vancouver. It was lagging the homes and other properties under $2 million, but it looks like it's about to pop. The luxury market is going up, way up. There was a house on West 41st by near Granville Street, roughly 12,000 square foot property, built in 1950, asking 3.99, and it recently sold for close to 5.7 million dollars. So 1.7 million dollars over asking price. There were 3 offers. I talked to the realtor, and they said it was a local buyer. So I'm not sure what the plan is for this property, if it's to hold it and wait for condo development along this area for rezoning. But I don't know if a local family is buying this old 1950 home to live in for $6 million. Who knows? And then there was another property that sold over on Queens Avenue in West Vancouver this week, asking 2.7 million, and it sold for 3.6 million. I was talking to a gentleman yesterday who lives in West Vancouver that lives close by this house, and he said it actually looked like a garage sale. People were lined up out the door, on the street, cars all over the place. It was mayhem. And this is the middle of February. It's cold outside, and people are just hungry to buy anything due to these low interest rates and the possibility of rates going up in the future. But right now, everything is very hot in all segments, including townhomes. There was one particular townhome in Richmond recently that sold for over 90,000 asking price. So it was asking 808. Um, Sorry, let me get it here. It was built in 2006, asking 818,000, and it sold for 907,000. So that's a high increase. Especially it was only a two bedroom built in 2006, and there's also a two bedroom condo in Coquitlam asking 449, and it recently sold for $483,000. So 33,000 over asking price, and that was built in 1995. So crazy what's going on in all segments, all across Coquitlam to West Vancouver to Richmond and South Surrey, White Rock. There's not one place that's being left out of this madness, and it's going to continue. Most buyers are hibernating right now. Most people coming out in March and April, and it'll just get even more crazy. Um, so I will definitely keep you updated on what I'm seeing out there on the streets. I'm heading out there today to do a few home appraisals for some friends of mine in Surrey and then Vancouver later today, and another busy day tomorrow on the road. So just want to keep you updated what's going on in the market. Interest rates are changing, and immigration policy is going to be affecting, increasing the demand on our supply, limited supply we have here in Vancouver and across Canada. So be wary, be cautious, make the right move. If you are a seller, I definitely list your house right now. If you are a buyer, I wouldn't overpay right now because I do see prices coming down by the end of the summer and fall once this madness kind of contains itself, with hopefully interest rates going up a little higher. And if you are looking to refinance, if you are up for renewal for your mortgage, definitely lock in for that 120-day pre-approval. Sorry, that was a first-time homebuyer. If you're refinancing, you need to lock in to refinance your mortgage and possibly buy a second property with the extra money you'd be saving. Because probably 5 years ago, you were locked in around 2.5–3%, and now you can get down to, well, currently 1.39%, and the banks will probably be raising up another 1.1 to zero point 0.2 percentage points next week, or they might have even done it in the past couple days. So definitely get in touch with your mortgage advisor if you need one. Get in touch with me. I have a great individual that I work with all my clients, and they become lifelong friends with him. And I just want to help you all out. And hopefully you have a great weekend here in Vancouver, and I'll see you soon. Have a good one, and don't forget to subscribe, like that video, and have a great day.